up, guys? Y'all, let's get into it. I just got one question. Did Lipstick Alley just take down Sean Diddy Combs? Y'all, we got to get into this, okay? There is so much going on. The biggest thing that made me hoot and holler out loud is Lipstick Alley is said to be the reason, rumored to be the reason that Diddy settled with Cassie.
The downfall of the Lipstick Alley website, deep dive, capitalism and true crime. Hey guys, it's me here, Comrade Lavender, and I am back with today. I want to talk about the downfall of the pro-black forum website known as Lipstick Alley. But before we get started, all my other YouTube videos related to this topic, other downfalls I've done on other apps and websites will be on the screen right now, if you would like to check them out after this video. So let's get started into this Yawat video deep dive topic.
Among other things, y'all, they are saying that witnesses and statements they used Lipstick Alley threads from 2009 to take down Puffy. Y'all, I didn't believe it either. But y'all know I did a little bit of research and saw what was going on. And baby, y'all, Lipstick Alley took down Puffy. Let's get into this.
Lipstick Alley is an internet forum primarily known for celebrity gossip and discussions from a Black perspective. The forum began around 1999 as a message board for fans of football player Eddie George. Lipstick Alley originally began as a gossip site focused on football players and their wives and girlfriends. It evolved into an independent site after George asked for his likeness to be removed. While it began as a space for Black women, its user base has since expanded to include others. The site covers a wide range of topics such as politics and gossiping about reality TV shows.
I was going to say, like, any attempt that Natalie gives at, like, doing right by people or, like, because I've had those moments with her, you know, I did 2 shows with her. So it was like, we didn't get along, but I had moments where it's like the cameras weren't around and she was like, oh, you know, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, she tries, like, level with you and, like, be a normal person. And it's totally her just, like, being a narcissistic predator piece of shit. Like, how can I get one over on this person and convince them that I'm a safe person to be around? And she's not. She is a fucking asshole.
Though it has gained a reputation for its more scandalous and sometimes toxic gossip forums. Today, Lipstick Alley is a multifaceted message board where users discuss a wide variety of topics beyond just gossip, such as beauty, foodie topics, home decor, and workplace issues. Lipstick Alley became popular in pop culture due to its origins as a gossip site for Black women that grew to encompass a wider audience by covering celebrity culture.
So you mean to tell me that Nicki Minaj is in danger of losing her Los Angeles home? Y'all, it's getting spooky. This story goes all the way back to 2019. Now follow me, okay, because it's a lot. In 2019, Nicki Minaj had a concert where a fan bum rushed up the stage and was able to get next to Nicki. Nicki didn't appreciate that, and she was like, let me go talk and have a word with one of my security guards, one of my female security guards. She ended up telling her husband about this, and he goes and puts hands on one of her male security guards, causing, like, him to have surgery. He put hands on him that bad. Nicki goes on social media talking about how this Amex fraud is occurring and all these people are, you know, frauding her and they're going to jail and blah, 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 and she's suing this person and suing that person and all that stuff allegedly. And now talking about she's not releasing an album after she got her fans all in an uproar after Cardi dropped her album saying that she was going to drop an album March 27th, 2026. Now she ain't releasing no more music. I don't know what's going on in that Barbie's house. I don't know what she got going on. But what I do know is, Nicki, you got enough money to have settled with this man.
Very serious, very controlling allegations. One of the things, the story about him beating her up and hitting her in the face, the irony is that that is a story, almost word for word, the way that it is written in this document that has been circulating online and on one of the popular online message boards for years, a message board called Lipstick Alley, literally word for word, probably more than 13 years ago, that story was relayed.
Politics surrounding the Black community with social issues like colorism and much more. Lipstick Alley gained prominence during the early to mid-2000s by serving as an online community. It evolved from an early internet forum into a pop culture force, fueled by its unfiltered discussion. Spilling of tea. and its connection to the MySpace era's burgeoning celebrity and gossip culture. Unlike celebrity magazines or general forums, Lipstick Alley offered a space explicitly created for and by Black women. This allowed for candid conversations about pop culture, celebrities, and relationships from a unique and distinct cultural perspective. As of late 2025, Lipstick Alley had over 530,000 registered members and threads digging into the lives of celebrities like the Kardashians, P. Diddy, Nicki Minaj, and Doja Cat, and much more were so significant they were even reported on by mainstream news shows. So what made the website go on the decline and go downhill overall? The site was created primarily for Black women to have candid discussions. The forum's name and original reputation suggest it was once a destination for discussions related to Black pop culture, celebrity gossip, and broader social issues like colorism. With a unique voice and perspective, while still active, the website has experienced a shift away from its original focus towards more general, often toxic, gossip. Celebrity superfans, otherwise known as stans from other platforms, migrated to Lipstick Alley, intensifying existing conflicts and importing rivalries. Stan culture is a cultural phenomenon where people become overly attached to celebrities. The term stan is used to show support and admiration for a celebrity. In the 2000s, the word stan, a combination of stalker and fan, made its first appearance into pop culture after the release of Eminem's song, Stan. The main concept of celebrity worship itself is a form of almost obsessional behavior where someone idolizes their favorite celebrity to the point of worship. There will be a fan that defends a problematic person that they love even if the celebrity or influencer are clearly in the wrong. The blind support from these stans and stan culture has resulted in a lot of things. Intense harassment, attack campaigns, and doxing these happen in cases ranging from someone tweeting out they simply don't see the appeal of a singer or artist, and much more. This stuff can be seen and is well known on Lipstick Alley, the website. Some users claim that administrators ignore abusive behavior and allow inflammatory content to go unchecked, while disproportionately punishing people who report it. The admin and mods are definitely biased and will put you in time out, benched or banned from the website if they don't agree with your opinion, and they definitely favor certain fonts as well according to some users who have used the website. And some other users complain that the site's reputation system, which allows other users to upvote or downvote posts, just like the website Reddit, is arbitrary and used to bully those who express unpopular opinions. I've seen this myself on the website. You have extremely toxic people on the site saying that Britney Spears needs to be placed back into her abusive conservatorship.
Britney Spears is speaking out. The pop star posted a 22-minute audio clip to YouTube yesterday, saying what it was like during her 13 years of conservatorship, saying she hopes others will learn from her experience. Much of what she shared in the recording did come out in court testimony before she was released from that conservatorship in November. She says both her mom and dad were involved in creating the arrangement, but she still really doesn't understand why they did it, calling it pure abuse.
I'm sharing this because I want people to know I'm only human. I do feel victimized after these experiences, and how can I mend this if I don't talk about it?
And how her abusive alcoholic dad was right about her, and how Britney Spears is crazy and making fun of her mental health. Let me remind you that, in addition to working against her will and being forced to work and having threats made against her by her team, Britney Spears was allegedly forced to take medication and have an intrauterine contraceptive device inserted to prevent her from having children. The denial of reproductive freedom was a key aspect of historical slavery. A court investigator reported in 2016 that Spears felt sick of being taken advantage of, and that the conservatorship had become an oppressive and controlling tool against her. Despite her claims of being overworked, Spears was forced to perform to continue her career, generating enormous wealth that benefited her conservators and team. Her father, Jamie Spears, was reportedly paid a monthly salary of $16,000 as a conservator of her estate, a significant sum derived directly from his daughter's labor. A 2016 court document revealed that she felt her father was obsessed with controlling every detail of her life, from her dating life to the color of her kitchen cabinets, to maintain this marketable image. The issues in the Free Britney case led to broader discussions about disability rights, exploitation, and the legal system. It's very disturbing the website allows the toxic content in there to flourish on there unchecked. Users also have complained about getting mass amounts of hate for coitizing rightfully so celebrities like Beyonce and Nicki Minaj, who's a highly problematic celebrity. There are stans on that website who think these two women can do no wrongs. Lipstick Alley has faced criticism for prohibiting users from posting bikini pictures on its main forums. The site's rules define bikini pictures as sexual content and ban them from general areas, reserving them for private, restricted sections like the XES Club and Celebrity Darkroom. Critics of this site and its own users argue that swimwear is a normal type of clothing that shouldn't be categorized as sexual content. The policy is seen as arbitrary and overly restrictive. Some users feel the rule is a form of body shamming, as it prevents people from posting pictures of themselves in normal beachwear. It is interpreted as a form of social censorship imposed by the site's moderators. Some users claim the rule is inconsistently applied, with exceptions sometimes made for Fitspiration posts, which creates confusion and frustration. Some users report that an influx of racist trolls use LSA to attack the Black community, with some individuals posing as Black women in digital blackface. Other users on Reddit describe the site as a cesspool of toxicity that is no longer Black-owned or operated. Critics report an increase in anti-LGBTQ+ and transphobic content, even in sections specifically dedicated to the LGBTQ+ community. One user on Reddit noted that the transphobia on LSA is particularly vile, and that POC trans people aren't even safe from the bigotry there. Black-on-Black hate despite being known as an online space for Black women. Some users allege that the site is now full of hateful threads centered around tearing down young biracial and African American women. There's constant discussions about skin color and who really counts as Black and who doesn't. If you have any opinion at all the fonts, don't like you'll be accused of being white, a Russian bot, or the hateful users will resort to classism insults, saying you're broke and dusty, and well as hateful users saying you're mentally ill with no proof whatsoever just because they have a different opinion on something. Herd mentality exacerbates online bullying by creating psychological conditions that encourage people to conform to aggressive group behavior. In online forums, a few negative posts or trolls can trigger a cascade of similar behavior from others who might not act that way individually. In addition to the anti-Black and anti-LGBTQ+ content, LSA is also criticized for its xenophobia and how the site allows people to make fun of children. An archived Reddit post mentions threads dedicated to making fun of children on the platform. The site could have been a space to heal and build something better for the Black community, but it turned into a site full of bitterness, toxic drama and gossip, and competition. Online social media platforms often provide a sense of anonymity, which can embolden people to be more aggressive or disrespectful than they would be face-to-face.